Hey, what's up, Popol as well? It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Moto G Stylus 2024 up against the 2023 Moto G Stylus 4G. So if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video. I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But we're going to be taking a look at the battery as well as the displays, the build quality, and also the performance when it comes to gaming. We're also going to jump into the cameras and the displays and take a look at the styluses in a little bit more detail. So if you're brand new to it, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So you can see the Moto G Stylus 2024 has a slimmer box. Inside is not going to be nothing more than a recyclable packaging, and you're going to get everything in there, basically your SIM remover tool, and then you're going to get a charging cable inside of here. So you just got to pull that out of the packaging inside of this one, and so it's going to be a black Type-C to Type-C cable. Now inside of the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2023, you're also getting the recyclable materials as well, including the packaging, and then you're getting your cord right here, which is going to be Type-C to Type-A with your pin as well. And then they actually don't give you a brick in here, so I just kind of wanted to let you know that. Okay, so the biggest difference when it comes to these devices is going to be mainly based on the prices. And so you're going to ask yourself, okay, so for the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2024, which is $399, I'm getting a notification on there. It says, but what makes this one like $250 more than the Moto G Stylus 2023? Well, that's what we're going to jump in through to and talk about in this video. So make sure you guys watch to the end of the video, okay? Now, this is going to be the Glam pink, which actually looks like a rose gold color. And I really like the color of this device right here. It's going to have a plastic frame, also going to have the Motorola logo right here in the middle. And you get a matted texture on this phone, so it feels really smooth in the hand. As far as the camera, you get a 50 megapixel and then a 2 megapixel camera on here as well. You know, jumping into the side, you get your volume rockers, which actually have no separation except for an indent in the middle, so you can kind of separate it with your fingernail to tell. And then the side finger button right here on the side works as a fingerprint, and so this is actually a really fast fingerprint as well. On the bottom, you're actually getting your stylus on here, so if we go ahead and pop that out, it's gonna have a nice shape to it. It's gonna also be able to take notes very quickly when you take that out of the phone. And you can see right here the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2023 does take some really good notes when it comes to the pen. And then you're getting that spring-loaded feature right there where you could lock it in and then just get your note saved. So on the top, microphone up there, bottom, you do get your speakers on there, as well as your headphone jack and Type-C, as well as another microphone on the bottom. On the build quality on this one, this is the Caramel Latte at 50 megapixel on here. You're also getting a very good wide angle camera on there as well as a secondary camera. So they give you a better 13 megapixel wide angle camera as opposed to the 2 megapixel on the G Stylus 2023. So this one, you're actually getting a volume rock. It's a plastic frame, leather back, vegan leather material on the back, where this time you could actually feel the texture on the logo, and it's a different texture than the leather is, which feels pretty cool. You also do get your stylus on the bottom, which is spring loaded right here. You can see it has a whole different design to it. It's a little bit thicker in the hand and paws. So when you take that out, You can actually take notes on here as well, and it's going to also be very responsive, just like the Moto G Stylus 2023. And the 24 is definitely going to have some nice feel to the pen, and both of them basically work the same way. You can take your notes. There's some additional features on the stylus of the Moto G Stylus 2024. So there's some additional features on here, so like the handwriting calculator, and you also have the freeform crop, which is new, and GIF maker and screenshots. So you get your 2 terabytes of additional storage right here on the SD card remover, and then you can, get the dual speakers on here as well. So look at the displays side by side, and one of the things you're going to notice is that we have a lot more bezel on the 2023. You can see on the bottom it's giving us a little bit more chin on there, so we're getting a full resolution display on the Moto G Stylus 2024. And so you can see that it's more customizable on the Moto G Stylus 2024 versus the, we're getting the standard Android 13 bubbles right here for the drop down, the big bubbles, but on the 2024 we can customize it and get these really nice scrolling ones right here, which give us separate menus and all of our toggles and some of our features here, which gives you the ability to kind of customize it a lot more. So let's just jump into the display quality right now. All right, so when it comes to the displays, the main difference is going to be the brightness, viewing angles, and also the clarity of detail. So let's go into settings, go into advanced, and you can see we're actually getting 2160 60 frames per second on the G Stylus 2024, and on this one right here I have that one maxed out on brightness. Let's go ahead and brighten this one all the way up, and let's just take a look at the quality side by side right here and give you an idea of how they look. So let's get the glare off of the screen and just kind of look at these side by side now. So the Moto G Stylus 2024 is going to be at the top, and then the Moto G Stylus 2023 is going to be at the bottom. And now I'm going to switch them so you can see the viewing angles change, and so you can see how much brighter the Moto G Stylus is when it comes to the detail of the colors side by side. So just giving you an idea of what the displays look like. And again, when you go into the settings, you're going to see the difference in quality. It's given us the ability to change it to 2160 60 frames per second on this one, and 1080 60 frames per second on this one. So the panel on the G Stylus 2024 is going to be an aspect ratio of 20:9. Same thing with the 23. You're actually getting a 6.5 inch on the 2023 and a 6.7 on the 24, POLED on the 24, and then an LCD IPS display on the 23. And so the 23 is going to have 720 by 1600, and the 24 is going to have 1080 by 2400. So you're getting full HD plus on the 23 and full HD plus on the 24. So as far as the pixels per inch, we're actually getting 393 on the 24 and 270 on the 23. So this just gives you an idea of what they look like side by side, and as you can see, they both look really good, but you're getting those better viewing experiences on the G Stylus 2024. Alright, so we're going to do an audio sample on the Moto G Stylus 2023 right here. Let's press play. So you can see this does have dual speakers on here, so the sound quality is going to be really good. So this is the Moto G Stylus 2024. What I noticed is it's much louder. So the Motorola, I don't even have to play anymore because I can hear it's way louder when it comes to the Moto G Stylus 2024. One of the things I want to point out is that you do get the Moto notifications right on here on both on the bottom. But one of the things I like about the Moto G Stylus 2023 is that it doesn't rock on the table. It's like flat when it comes to the camera on a table. But the Moto G Stylus 2024 does have a rock on the table. So I just want to make note of that. Another thing is that when it comes to the displays on both of these devices, it's going to be much different. You're going to get a 90 hertz display on the Moto G Stylus 2023 and a 120 hertz refresh rate on this 24. And then so you're going to get 1200 peak brightness on the 24 and like around 300 or 400 peak brightness on the 23. So much brighter in outdoor situations when it comes to the newer Motorola G Stylus 2024. As far as overall performance on both of these devices, the Moto G Stylus 2024 has the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 and the 23 has the Helio G85, and so they're actually both pretty quick when it comes to using them. So performance wise, I didn't have any issues with either one of these phones. So let's just clear out all the apps inside of the background on both of these devices. Let's clear all. And I want to try Matter real quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so a faster response time on the 24. Let's do IG real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so a little bit quicker on the 24. Let's do the Play Store on the count of 3 on both of these devices. So let's see, here it is. 1, 2, 3. That was probably the 23 right there. I'll give it to the 23 right there. Let's do X. 1, 2, 3. That was the 23 again. So yeah, the 20, I mean that was the 24 again. So it looks like the 2024, the Moto G Stylus 2024 does have a faster response when it comes to opening up apps. Now, as far as gaming and performance on the Motorola Moto G Stylus 2023, it's giving you the MediaTek Helio G85, which is rocking an octa-core processor with the 12nm processing chip. It's going to have the ARM Mali G52 MC2 950M HZ millihertz. And so basically, this chipset is going to be a little bit older, but you still get game time running on here, so you can actually activate high performance mode as well as blocking notifications, and you're getting your screen recording, block calls, and a few other cool features when it comes to the gaming on here. We're also getting 4 gigabytes of RAM as well, and so we do get RAM boost, which is cool, but you also do get 64 gigabytes of internal storage on this device, which is kind of small considering it's 2023 and compared to what smartphones are releasing with nowadays. Alright, let's jump into some gamer performance, and the reason I like playing this game is because it's like pretty good competition. It's not just playing a bunch of bots. So when it comes to the graphics, you get smooth and you get high in the settings. So obviously just keep in mind it's 90 hertz on the display when it comes to the refresh. Okay, I thought I had got the guy on the roof, but he escaped and I got caught on a crossfire. So let's see if I could avenge myself. Got him. He avenged me on the roof again, so that was another kill for him. Let's see if I can get one more kill on here. Okay, so I gotta get some cover. Let me see if they're right here. All right, so let me take cover one more time. Okay, damn. So yeah, this is actually playing with no stutters or hiccups. I'm not concerned whatsoever when it comes to the gaming performance. I just picked him off. Ah, damn. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the gameplay on here is really nice. Alright, so when it comes to the performance of the Motorola G Stylus 2024, I think this is where the price gap starts to explain itself. And so you're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, which is a 4nm processing chip, and you're also getting the Adreno 710 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage as well. So this is going to be really crazy. Dual speakers with Dolby Atmos, 2 microphones, and as far as the graphics on here, it's going to give you, you know, smooth and alright, so I have it on HDR right now, Ultra HDR and Ultra, but you do get some crazy graphics on here with the 120 hertz refresh rate, 240 hertz sampling rate on here. So you notice the difference right away when it comes to gaming. As much as I like gaming on the Moto G23, you definitely can tell the difference. So okay, that was kind of crazy. So yeah, there's gonna be a big slightly better performance. You're gonna notice that the graphics are almost like flagship level on this device. They feel really smooth on here, so no complaints whatsoever. I got my first kill right there. Felt really smooth, easy to control and manage when using it. It does have a cooling effect on here, so the chip set on here has like coolant in it, so it doesn't heat up. It stays cool when you're gaming on this device, which is really nice. So you can see right here, gaming on here is very good. So yeah, like I said, you can actually get some really good gameplay running this smartphone. As far as charging, we get wireless charging on the Moto G Stylus 2024, and it goes up to 30 watts fast charging when it comes to the speeds, which is really quick. We also do get 15 watts fast charging on here, but we don't get wireless charging, so I just want to mention that as well. You can also use an eSIM on the Moto G Stylus 2024, where you can only use a physical SIM on the Moto G Stylus 2023. And so when it comes to the cameras, there's going to be a 13 megapixel wide angle and a 2 megapixel right here for the G Stylus 2023. So we're getting the wide angle for the secondary camera, and they both have 50 megapixel cameras. And so one of the biggest differences when it comes to taking a look at the cameras is that you're going to get a lot more features on the Motorola G Stylus 2024. So you can see right here, going into the features, you see a lot of similar features on here. And so, you know, one of the things that you're going to notice is that you could just take a screenshot and take a look at them side by side to see the differences right here. Then when you go into, you know, the video modes, you're only going to get 1080 video on the G Stylus 2023, but one of the things you're going to notice, you get 4K on the G Stylus 2024. So if you click that, you can see it switches to full HD, and you click it again, it switches to 4K. So I think that you're going to get a lot better cameras on the 2024 version, because it has optical image stabilization, which is going to make it look a lot better and more stable. But let me know what you guys think about both of these devices. And one of the main differences is going to be the features. So like the sidebar feature on the G Stylus 2023 is limited, whereas you get a full sidebar on the G Stylus 2024. And then another thing is that when you take out the styluses right here and you pull them out, let's kind of compare the stylus features real quick when it comes to popping up. So they look different. So you get 6 on each. So writing a note, this one is the keeps, so that don't count because it's an app for a shortcut. And then you have your smart calculator, so you can actually do the smart calculator on this one too, which is going to do equations and stuff like that. So you have that on here as well. So that one did what I wanted it to. This one did kind of mistouch, but yeah, they both have similar features there. Let's see if the pens work on each other. So yeah, you can use the pen on each other's screen, so it has the same technology when you switch the pens around. So that's kind of cool. So that's kind of cool that they're using the same technology. So yeah, the main differences would be that you do get the desktop mode, so you could use not Samsung Galaxy Dex, but you could use Smart Connect, which is like Samsung Dex on here. And you can see right here when you go down, so you get the Smart Connect feature, which gives you mirror sharing, direct screen sharing. So whatever you're doing on your smartphone, you could also do on your TV. And then you can manage the displays on here so that you can get more work done. And then you have Android 14 running on the 24, Android 13 running on the 23. So you do have Dolby Atmos on the 23. You could do screencast right here, as you can see, but you just won't be able to do the Smart Connect. So that's going to be one of the biggest features as well. And then another thing that you might want to take note of is that when I'm looking right here, I don't see NFC on the 23, the Moto G Stylus 2023, so you don't have that feature right here. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. So just letting you guys know about the comparison between these two devices and what you're actually paying when it comes to the difference between them. But let me know if you what you guys think about the upgrades from each one. I definitely think that both offer something really good, especially if you're on a budget. The 23 is still going to be a really solid phone because it could still handle pretty much everything that you need when it comes to using a smartphone. Well, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about both of these smartphones. And if you made it to the end of the video, just type "I'm still here" in the comment section so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help boost the engagement. I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Peace.